Okay, let me give you another one real quick that I think about often. And first, let me tell you that I had a conversation with an attorney here in California recently, and it almost turned into a bit of an argument. And I could see that this person wasn't going to change their opinion. They were actually um, deeply involved in the Plaintiff Attorney Association here in California. And if you know California, it's a really hard place to run a business, and there's a bunch of labor laws that you have to comply with. And I think that some of them are absolutely good, and you want to protect the employees, you want to protect the workers, and all that good stuff. There's also another side of this that you've gone too far, where it's really, really difficult to comply, and you could be in non-compliance, and you didn't really intend to. Like I literally have had clients who they got in trouble because they gave their employees a bonus, but that threw them out of whack regarding what was the like the average wage that they were paying, and it came back to bite them. Like you should have paid them in a different means. And again, that I'm not an attorney. I'm just saying, like I know that these people who run a trucking company had no intention of treating their drivers poorly. They no, it's too hard to find the drivers, right? So, but they got themselves jammed for a wage and hour violation, which turned into a PAGA lawsuit, the Private Attorney General Act, and that mushroomed into a huge issue, six figures, like settlement. I mean, it's huge. It almost ran them out of the business, but it didn't. Anyway, my point is that I'm having this conversation with this plaintiff attorney, and I'm trying to get them to understand that I know that you make a living off of finding these violations and pursuing them from a legal means. Got it. I get that. Do you understand also that there are times when it goes too far and you have someone who didn't intend to harm anyone, and he just wasn't having it. He wasn't hearing it. He just said, nope, they violated the law. They got to go down. Like, do you understand what's going on with some of these businesses? Like literally, you're shutting down a business. Bakery was there for generations, and they get in a wage and hour thing and a PAGA suit, and like they can't afford it, and they just close. They leave the state. They say, well, that's the way it is. I guess they can't run a business here. Well, then you wonder why a bagel will cost you $5. Like, man, do you understand it? These are incremental expenses. There's frictional costs that go along here just because of the litigation. But here's the thing. And there was a guy I worked for years ago named Ray Anderson. He was the founder of a company called Interface. Interface in Georgia made these carpet tiles, and Ray was very successful. And then he decided he was going to focus on sustainability. And again, huge, we'll do something else on that, but a huge, huge like hero of mine, because just doing the right things for the right reasons, amazing. Anyway, what Ray said at one point was, you should never expect a man to change his position when his position allows him to be able to feed his family and his lifestyle. So he holds a position, and that position provides all these other resources. Great for him. But then you say, hey, but look at something else. And then you expect him to change the position. It's very, very difficult. It takes a courageous person to say, man, maybe I was wrong. It's going to harm me to have a different position on that issue, whatever it is. Don't expect them to change their mind. And if you're talking about someone that is making their money because of whatever reason, they're probably going to hold that very near and dear to their heart. So again, just word to the wise on, and I remind myself often, remember what's their motivation? Where are they coming from? And then knowing that, you know what you could expect. Word to the wise there.